What was the Defense of Marriage Act? Have you ever wondered how laws shape the way we view family in society? The Defense of Marriage Act, also known as DOMA, is a significant piece of legislation that played a key role in this discussion. Passed by the United States Congress and signed into law by President Bill Clinton in 1996, DOMA aimed to define marriage strictly as a union between one man and one woman. This law had two main components. First, it allowed states to refuse to recognize same-sex marriages performed in other states. Second, it prohibited federal recognition of same-sex marriages for various purposes, including benefits, taxes, and immigration. From a conservative perspective, supporters of DOMA viewed it as a way to uphold traditional family values. Many believed that defining marriage in this way was essential to preserving the fundamental structure of society. They argued that without such a law, there could be a risk of same-sex marriage recognition spreading across states, which some feared would lead to broader societal changes. In practical terms, DOMA had significant implications for same-sex couples. It denied them access to over 1,000 federal benefits and protections that were available to opposite-sex couples. These benefits included things like access to a spouse's employment benefits, Social Security benefits, joint tax filing, and immigration rights. Additionally, the law limited the ability of same-sex couples to adopt children, take family leave, or receive military benefits. However, DOMA faced numerous legal challenges over the years. In 2013, the United States Supreme Court ruled that Section 3 of DOMA, which denied federal recognition of same-sex marriages, was unconstitutional. This landmark decision required the federal government to recognize same-sex marriages performed by states. Just 2 years later, the Supreme Court further ruled in the case of Obergefell v. Hodges that same-sex couples have a constitutional right to marry, effectively rendering the remaining parts of DOMA unenforceable. In December 2022, the Defense of Marriage Act was formally repealed by the Respect for Marriage Act, which was signed into law by President Joe Biden. Despite its repeal, the discussions surrounding DOMA continue to reflect broader political and social debates about family policy and government support for traditional family structures. These topics remain central to conservative political analysis and continue to influence discussions on family values in politics.